We're gonna have a couple minute period where I could set up.
Yep.
Okay.
Whatever you need. So we're going to try to finish this early.
Okay. Our regular little Zoom camera isn't working, so I just gotta move
Okay.
that camera right here.
Okay.
It'll
Perfect.
probably be set up like somewhere.
Yeah, wherever, or maybe even higher, or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever looks good.
Are you in for Terry's lunch?
Yeah, you bet.
We have to get that rolling today.
Yes, we do. Pardon? In the back for now. I was thinking about that, the show, kind of also celebrating Terry, but it's your 25th year.
Uh-huh.
And I was going to be asking Tina Knoll to come on. That'd be kind of fun.
Sure.
And
See if she can do it. She's
this is very minor, but it's also my 100th show. You know,
Is it really?
Yeah, because I invoice by show number.
It seems like you've been on vacation more than 50% of the time.
Stop it! I think I've missed 5 out of 105.
Doesn't it seem like she's always on vacation? How could she possibly?
Yeah.
No.
What do you got coming up?
This money bags.
No kidding.
We're going. We're going to Turkey. Bridget's going to Turkey first, then we're going.
We're gonna
I'm having a
overlap.
turkey class. Does that count?
Yes, only if it's turkey breast, white meat only.
We're gonna
You're so
overlap
gross.
3 days.
Wow.
We're gonna shoot a segment.
It's 134. It's right on the side. Yeah, we're gonna.
Shoot a segment.
We're going to get rolling because we have to finish early because we have a little after show Zoom with Mr. Pepin, Jacques Pepin.
Yuck. Now you can use your accent.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone knows the restrooms are down the hallway, 6134. Taylor will be doing some social. Cam is on technical. Becky's in the producer seat. Bridget Charters is one of our guest hosts today. My name is Tom,
Hi, Tom.
and Annie is our chef today. She's also the executive director of the Hot Stove Society.
Winner.
So you're, we'll see if you survive the breakfast.
Oh God. Tom. Yeah,
And
we
we're
have
gonna-
the 8 team on.
And I think we don't need to clap.
Okay.
It sounds kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back here to the Hot Stove Society show on Cairo Ready. We're happy that you joined us today. We are here every week, Saturday and Sunday on the radio and podcast anytime, and live on Thursday mornings here at the Hot Stove Kitchen Studios, downtown Seattle, just upstairs and in back of the at the Hotel Andra, the
Right.
beautiful Hotel Andra.
Come
here at
into the
4th and
lobby.
Virginia.
Come into the lobby and up the stairs to the mezzanine.
Exactly. Why not? Everyone that's purchased a ticket today and some who didn't purchase a ticket are going to get a breakfast, including me.
Ooh.
I'm hungry today, of our French crepe with ham and chard and cheese and a fried egg and some mushroom gravy and some fruit cup. I noticed the fruit cups today are filled with Jackie's Hannah's Choice.
Oh, that's from your
Muskmelon,
farm.
yeah.
melons.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to get one of
And I
those.
had it as my taste of the week. I had it on a steak salad the other night. I'll just hold off on that for a second.
Oh,
I'm
that
Tom
sounds
Douglas.
And I'm Bridget Charters.
And you're Bridget Charters. And if you want a ticket to the show, you just go to hotstovesociety.com.
Yep.
We have the shows posted that are scheduled at this
all the way
point.
till November.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, what a good Christmas present that is. The best part about coming to our show is we have a gift shop.
And you can buy Rub with Love and Tom's books and
Exactly.
Tom's knives.
Exactly. Let's see here. You can watch us on YouTube. So if you're not doing that, we're very handsome folks around here. Upcoming classes at the Hot Stove, Pizza at Home on September the 20th. Keep it cool with Chef Annie Elmore. I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds, Annie's always a fun presenter.
Mm-hmm.
She does have a hard time controlling her language sometimes.
That's the other class. That's the cursing and
Oh,
cooking
yeah.
class.
And Catch of the Sea with Sean McFadden on Saturday the 27th, and many others at hotstovesociety.com. On today's show, let's get down to the real deal here. We've preserved the flavor of summer with a vibrant batch of basil pesto, which I am making tomorrow.
Oh, you are.
Jackie's heading to the farm today,
Mhm.
And I have instructed her when I was there on Monday, there was this overwhelming patch of basil, 3 different varieties.
Ooh, what
Oh,
kind?
So,
what kind?
You're going to find out in
Okay.
our
Oh,
pesto
okay.
segment.
Okay.
All right.
But let's just say I'm going a little off grid with my pesto.
Not you, Tom.
Yeah,
Not
totally.
you.
Jillian Moore, who is different than Julianne Moore,
Yes.
one of my favorite actresses, of Mom's Micro Garden, shares the big impact of tiny greens, pan-seared steaks, which I made as part of my taste of the week. Let's talk ultimate cuts and sauces. Deborah Tuggle, president of Bite Me Cookies, shares the bold spirit behind her sweet empire. Bridget, I think you have a whole segment on paella today.
Right. You and
'Cause
I
you're the
can chat.
You're the Hot Stove Society paella queen.
I am.
Yeah. Because you can get the suckerat like
Suckerat.
nobody's business.
It's true.
I can't do it. I don't have the patience.
Can't means I won't. I won't means 10 push-ups, Tom.
I can do 10 push-ups rather than trying to get the perfect suckerat. So if you want to know what suckerat is, you'll have to stay with us for the paella segment. We steam up things. This is what I do.
That's you,
Mhm.
Tom.
We steam up things in bamboo steamers.
Mhm.
And if you've listened to our show, we're in our 25th year. If you've listened to our show at all, I love me a bamboo steamer.
Yep.
The question is, what do you steam with?
Exactly.
So we're going to find that out. And of course, we wrap up today's show with Food for Thought Tasty Trivia. Is it written by you today,
It
Miss
is.
Becky?
I went light. It's going to be fun.
Really?
Mhm. I
It
think it's going to
seems
be
like
high
it's always
scoring
fun
game.
for you because you don't have to answer the questions.
That's true.
Yeah. Super fun. Yeah, this
Super fun.
is great. Yeah. Not embarrassing at all.
No.
Yeah.
No
Awesome.
stress.
That is brought to you by Rub with Love Spice Rubs, which I make right there in Ballard at our warehouse. Taste of the week, Brigitte.
Boy, it was a tough one. We are hitting here in the Northwest, hitting bounty stage.
Oh my
Mhm.
God, it's incredible.
Yeah, and I think you and I have a similar taste of the week. I live in the neighborhood where Beast and Cleaver is located.
Uh-huh.
And I was talking to my girlfriend. It was her birthday.
So Beast and Cleaver is a hip hop. It's like
Just-
the trendy butcher shop up north.
Oh man, it's so good. And remember that he was on and we were talking about Denver steaks. And so I said to my girlfriend, I was like, man, see if they have Denver steaks. And so she did. And we didn't pan sear, we actually grilled, but she also bought another steak called a Toro,
Mm.
related to tuna. And it was, I don't know.
It wasn't a tuna steak though.
No, it was
No.
beef, but
Yeah.
it was marbled and delicious. And so we had both of those grilled, and I made a peach salad with the
Mm.
Pence peaches and beautiful tomatoes
Uh-huh.
and basil. And that was all we had for dinner was
Oh.
this peach salad and that grilled steak. And man, it was delicious.
And you said that we had something similar, but I do think it's people don't think of putting fruit with, say, tomatoes for a salad
With a steak.
with a steak.
But
And
man.
they just don't think about it. And I did the same thing because it is harvest season at
Right.
Prosser Farm right now, and we are, like you said, in the thick of it. And it's not often I get to make an entire salad from the stuff from the garden
Right.
with, it had to have 15 things in it.
Really?
Oh,
Wow.
everything. Think about it. Think about everything that's coming up right
Corn,
now.
eggplant, peaches, tomatoes.
Okra. I mean, you name it, we've got it right now. Tomatillos, tomatoes, 5 different kinds of tomatoes. But the star of the show was the perfect Hannah's Choice Musk Melon.
Yeah.
And I don't think people think like, maybe I'm just deluding myself that I'm so brilliant, but but I don't think a lot of people would think to put musk melon and tomatoes
No,
together.
no, not at all.
And so it was, the perfume of the melon was unbelievable. And this Hannah's Choice is the seed name. We've been growing it now for 15 years.
Really?
It never disappoints. And this year I was concerned because it got really big this year. So sometimes that's a seed selection.
Right.
Sometimes that's the watering schedule. So
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like if you got really big melons and it could just be watery, they've sucked up too much irrigation,
Right.
right?
Oh, and did they get watery?
well, they can.
Oh.
They didn't.
Oh.
They were big and they were amazing.
I know you opened one during that dinner we had for Julia.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, what's that smell? It makes sense that they're called
Mm.
muskmelons. I was like,
Well,
That-
cantaloupes are muskmelons. It's just
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's that funny smell. But then I ate one and we had half of one left over because I was over at the bowl, over at the family table there, just hoovering the scraps of that melon. It was delicious.
it's the bomb.
yeah.
So anyway, we did have similar thoughts as adding fruit to basically a tomato salad.
Sounds
so
great.
good.
So
A
I'll
little bit of
explain all the
shaved
other
onion.
things.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I like. You say that, but I much prefer taking that shaved onion and making it crisp and
pickled.
brown,
Oh.
and then garnishing with a browned. You can use shallot. You can actually do it with red onion or yellow onion, but you can just toast them in the, say you're making steak, right? You toast them in the steak juices and the beef tallow that is rendered from your steak. I'm giving away my whole segment coming up later
Yeah.
in the
No,
show.
that's
Do
okay.
it.
And
Do
you
But
know,
anyway, so to me, that onion then is toasted brown. That's the garnish on top of the whole salad. It's no
interesting.
different than
I
the
would
golden
thought you were
bittersweet shallots that you get in Vietnamese cooking.
got it. I thought you were going to say like pickled. And I learned
that's
from
easy enough.
Lorenza years ago, she would shave red onions
Oh,
and put them in a
Lorenza?
Lorenza di Medici Stucchi
Oh, yeah,
Brunetti.
exactly.
Anyway, she would shave the red onions and put them in a little bowl of ice water
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
and let them sit for a while, and they just leach out all that kind of hot onion flavor, and they're quite sweet. They're delicious. So in a salad, not so strong,
Right.
which people kind of freak out about.
Well, especially when you see a salad that has too much raw onion in it. It
Right.
makes me twisted.
It does. That's one of your pet peeves.
Well, is that unreasonable to have? If I wanted a raw onion salad, I would ask for just, hey, can you get me an onion, please? I'd just like to take a big old bite out of it right now.
Can I tell you, when I was a kid, my dad used to make onion sandwiches.
Uh-huh.
And he'd slice Walla Walla sweets, and he'd cook bacon and put it on top of the onion and put it in the oven on the broiler and
Uh-huh.
cook those two together until they kind of cook down a little bit.
Was the
And-
bacon raw when he put it in?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he'd put cheese on top and melt them and put them on a slice of bread, and that was
Uh-huh.
lunch. And it
Wow.
was these big, it was like, Dad, God. He's like, it's
What were
good
you going to go make out with your kindergarten friends? What's the issue here?
It was just hot and strong, but he's like, it's what makes you healthy.
Ah,
He was a big believer in onions and
onion health.
the health quality.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true.
My mother, not so much.
Oh, really?
My mother with onions, that they repeated on her.
Oh,
You know what that means?
Oh, burping it up.
They
Heartburn.
made her burp. So for my whole life with her, like she would make a pot roast for the 10 of us, and there'd be one tiny little yellow onion cooked to death in the pot roast. Just one. I mean, it wasn't bigger than a golf ball.
Really?
Yeah, and that was the onion for the pot roast. Can you imagine?
I would think that you would swing the other way then.
I do. I just don't like them raw.
Got it.
I mean, I don't
Oh.
mind them raw. I just don't like too many raw.
Oh, got it. Got
Right.
it.
When I have a Greek salad, I want a little bit of slivered
A little hint.
raw onion because that's a flavor profile that I
Right.
like. But I don't want it to be an onion salad with a little bit of cucumber.
Copy that.
That's
That
what
makes
I'm saying.
sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Balance.
Becky, how about you?
well, we had a fun weekend. Remember our buddy Chuck Tesaro,
Uh-huh.
our summer camper? Well, Trina,
His son worked all summer with us
Yes.
down at the market.
he still does. Mr. Fish, yeah. Cleo.
Oh, isn't that amazing?
Yeah, isn't that great? He brought over caponata, and he brought it to Trina's house, and it was from summer camp 2010,
Wow.
and it was, I don't know if you remember Kathy Wims of Nostrana,
Mhm.
and I haven't had caponata since then, and it's so good. And that's just eggplants in season, onions, celery, olives, tomatoes, capers, and golden raisins,
Huh.
and it was just really good.
Was,
Brought back-
was the eggplant properly cooked?
It was cooked perfectly. Chuck's a pretty good chef or
Yeah.
cook. Yeah,
It's true.
he's
Oh,
good.
the son didn't make it. Chuck made
No,
it.
Chuck made it. Yeah,
Oh,
it was just the
Chuck
three
made
of us.
Yeah.
So, summer camp reunion,
Uh-huh.
small one.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah.
Awesome. When we come back, we're going to talk pesto for a minute, but we're also going to talk about Jacques Pepin.
Yes.
On Cairo Radio, it's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
Smattering of
You might
applause.
want to save your pesto for the eggs, but go for it.
Try it both ways.
Yeah.
For what eggs?
The crispy fried egg
Oh.
over the
Their
crab.
No,
lunch.
I thought there was a separate
or their
egg.
breakfast. Excuse me.
Okay, we are back in the house here at the Hot Stove Society Show on Cairo. We're happy to be here.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you're tilling the amazing harvest in your garden right now. That would
You
be
got to go fast.
well.
I mean, everything's just like bumper.
You know, it's 100 degrees at the farm today, and next
Oh,
week,
wow.
which is scary because we've still got a lot of tomatoes on. And while you think that that heat would be good, it is not horrible. 110 is really bad, but that 95 to 100 can be good. But usually that's with a lot of humidity. Over there, it's very dry heat, so you sometimes lose your blossoms, your flower set.
Oh,
when
really?
It gets too hot.
And what does it do to the tomatoes? Anything?
They just don't go. They get stagnant. Whereas,
stop.
Yeah.
Because
If you go like, some of the best tomatoes in the world are in southern Jersey, right? New
with
Jersey.
that humidity
The
and
humidity and the heat is a perfect combo in my mind for tomatoes. Cause leaf blight, but anything it seems like can cause leaf blight. So
right.
I'm talking like I'm a farmer, but I'm not.
Well, you were this weekend.
Indeed.
Every weekend, right?
So I wanted to mention before we get into pesto, we're having a benefit for the Jacques Pepin Foundation at Neb, our little Italian restaurant right around the corner from here. And it is on,
September 24th at 6:30 p.m.
and I'm going to be there, and we're going to cook lots of fun things. First, we're going to start with a mozzarella tasting board, the local Ferndale Creamery mozzarella, which is what we use on Serious Pie. Boof, the buffalo milk mozzarella.
The one that won our tasting challenge.
Exactly. That's going to be with charred honey nut squash and fennel pollen and burrata.
Mm.
Everyone loves burrata, except
You're okay with
What?
if you're gonna say to me, you can have this buffalo mozzarella, or you can
From
have
Naples. Mm,
whatever,
okay.
or you could have burrata from the same place, same farm, say, same milk. I prefer the texture of the buffalo milk over that custardy texture in the center burrata, which is what everyone loves.
Well, that goop in the center.
It's custard.
I know.
It's a much better word than goop. Isn't that the name of a shop at the Montalani?
Oh, don't come on.
Okay.
Yeah. Pesto.
Exactly. So we're going to do a little mozzarella tasting that has spiced pistachios and palm syrup, so pomegranate syrup. Wilted escarole with blood oranges and hazelnuts and Castelvano olive grissini. Wood oven fired roasted black cod with clams, lemon, fennel, and olive oil. Larded pork. I love to take a pork loin and shove nice big shards of lard into it so that while it roasts, that lard is cooking. Because a lot of times pork loins are too lean
Right.
and people overcook them. Right? They take them to 165, 170 when they should be taking them to 145, 155.
And how do you shove those shards?
You can
of-
do it with a larding needle, or you can just take a paring knife like you would if you're putting a clove of garlic into a roast.
Yeah.
Just cut a little hole and then shove the lardon inside the roast.
Do you use bacon or do you use?
I use
fat?
back fat.
Ah.
You could use bacon, but bacon often comes with a different flavor profile than what
Got
I'm
it.
looking for.
Got it.
So that's going to be with my niece-in-law made me a damson plum gin
Mm.
for Christmas last year, and I just noticed it on
Oh.
my shelf. So I'm going to make a sauce out of the damson plum gin because right now we're actually picking damson plums.
Right.
The our-
Another bumper crop.
another bumper crop. You just pick pears. We're going to pick the plums. Pick the last of the Santa Rosa plums last week. Anyway, and marjoram. So that's going to be fun with Yukon Gold potatoes. Actually, our own applesauce.
Oh,
Grow our own apples. we
for
make
the
our own
pork
applesauce.
for this dinner. Nice.
It's just like I think applesauce
old
has kind of
school.
gone out of style. So ruby chard, and then our last thing is golden beets with pickled rose petals and fresh huckleberries,
Mm.
which are
Oh,
in season right now.
sounds like a great
I got a bunch
menu.
last weekend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's our Jacques Pepin supper. Becky, how do people get a ticket if they want one?
They just go online, either neb.com or tomdouglas.com,
Uh-huh.
and pops up and just get a ticket. I think there's less than 10 left.
It's $195 if I'm not mistaken, and half goes to the foundation and half
Mhm.
goes to cover the cost of the
Yep.
food and wine.
And we
So-
have Jacques Pepin's son-in-law coming on next week to talk about the foundation.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, it's all to raise money for culinary scholarships, I believe,
Mhm.
which is helpful in our world. Don't forget the rosemary lemon cake for dessert.
Oh, I was going to ask. I like dessert for first.
Okay, pesto.
Pesto. So Trina and I did a pesto project.
Oh, really?
Trina, Chuck, and I did this last
Uh-huh.
weekend. And last year, I don't know if you remember, I brought in all the different toasted pine nuts, without toasted, with lemon, with blanched, out without blanched. And we think we've got it nailed.
Really?
Yep.
But we tasted them all
We did.
last year.
We did.
And the winner was
A combination of this. The winner was we start with good pesto, start with good basil,
Right.
and Trina grows that, and we do a couple crops because you can cut it down halfway, and then another 6 weeks, it's all come up again. So we've
Right.
done 2 projects already, and
So I feel like you've stolen my name from the Prosser Meatball Project.
I did. Oh,
Yes,
we did. No,
you
it's totally,
did.
it's totally inspired by you, Jackie and Loretta.
The
Absolutely.
Genoa Basil Project.
Yeah, basil pesto. And so then the other key is, so this was kind of fun. I won't do the punchline yet, but don't blanch. It's not worth it.
Nah,
Not even worth it.
horrible thought.
Not blanching either the garlic or the basil.
Uh-huh.
No need. And food processor versus blender, food processor for sure.
Because
The way that it just chops up, otherwise you don't have to
Uh-huh.
use the stomper thing.
it
It
makes
really
it
grabs.
too smooth with a blender, right?
That might be. But the food processor, we both have a couple of them out there and just we bang through it. And our recipe, we would just drop 2 cloves of garlic. None of the 3 of us don't love garlic that much. So we just like a little bit of garlic, and then half a cup of pine nuts untoasted. We couldn't tell the difference. Even though you think you can, it's really a texture. And I don't know if you
Yeah.
can taste it here.
I would definitely toast
I
it.
know, because you
Yeah.
just
Are we
just part
supposed
of
to taste this?
yeah, give it a try. And then 5 cups of basil leaves, but really just cram as much in as you can put in there. 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And that's why this isn't oxidizing.
Right.
So
lemon
fast.
The
juice.
lemon juice is in lieu of blanching.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. But also if you blanch for just a second too much, it turns it brown.
It's just
Oh.
not.
It's-
It's just not a good idea.
No, and it's all wet.
Yeah, I
and-
don't know who came up with that.
Yep.
Probably Marcella Hazan.
You know
but
who
I
taught
don't-
me
I
was
don't know.
John Ash from Sonoma. I took
Yeah.
a culinary
He
class
He just
from
passed
him.
away. Yeah.
Oh,
he
did he?
did. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He was
Nice
so
guy.
much,
Very
really
nice
great guy. Yeah. but
Sweetheart.
He said always blanch it. So I always have since
Yeah.
a couple of years ago. And then you slowly add a cup of olive oil. And I think Ina Gardens was a cup and a half, but we
Uh-huh.
thought that was too much. And then at the very end, after you 1 cup of the pre-shredded Parmigiano Reggiano, the one from Costco, there's
Uh-huh.
no caking agents. And you can taste it in here. It's pretty, we like it kind of chunky.
Uh-huh.
So that was our favorite
You-
recipe.
But you grated your own cheese,
No,
right?
we didn't.
No,
We've
she
done that
bought it.
before. So this is
She bought the
after
Reggiano
maybe doing
grated.
Oh.
this 10 times, we've come up with this is the way we like it.
Okay, so I want to get to the next step
Okay.
because this is where I think people can screw all of that hard work up. Right?
Right.
You know
Oh,
what
man.
I'm saying?
I
The
know.
You've done this.
suspense,
You've got
cue
this
music.
fresh pesto. You've done all this beautiful work, grated parm right at the end, lemon juice, all this loveliness, big chunks. Not too big of chunks, but
Mhm.
chunks of garlic that are fresh and
Mhm.
pungent. Now you've got a bowl of or a pan of boiling water and pasta. You drain your pasta,
Uh-huh.
and then what?
Then you take a couple scoops pesto, but I would probably put a lot more than you would like.
No, I like a lot of pesto.
You do.
I
Okay.
do.
And just toss it.
Just
What am-
toss it
Yeah.
off the heat.
Off the heat.
We're not cooking this
No,
sauce.
no.
We're actually just stirring it into the hot
Because
pasta.
it would separate if it was too.
It doesn't matter if it separates. You're
Yeah.
cooking that
Yeah.
basil's, the flavor and the aroma out
Oh,
of
I
the
see what you're
basil.
saying. Okay.
So the people there's a couple of things that people do wrong. One is that a lot of that cheese, by putting it in at that point,
Mhm.
sticks to the pan. So you
Right.
lose your cheese.
Right.
But they cook the pesto. You don't want to cook the pesto at all, ever,
Mm-mm.
never.
And not
In my
even
opinion.
too much heat from the pasta, because I've done it where I've just scooped from the pot into the bowl of pesto with a little bit of butter,
Uh-huh.
and it cooks and turns brown because I think
You
Too
just
much
have to be,
pasta water.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why are you having those issues, but nobody else has ever had those issues.
What I love about it is you've got the whole year in the winter. You can bring out your summer pesto, put it on meat, grilled veg, anything. It's just
Yeah.
delicious.
now
It's
do you
funny how it holds up in the freezer, but it doesn't hold up in a hot pan.
Right.
do you freeze yours, Becky? Or do
I
you-
freeze them all and then I pass them
Okay.
out.
okay.
So the next day, Chuck texted, I learned a lot from you both. I would always blanch the basil and garlic, grate cheese, and toast the pine nuts. So now I know better.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And my trick that I didn't get a chance to tell because Becky's story was so awesome was that we're harvesting our Genovese basil,
Right.
our Thai basil, and our opal basil all at the same time. We're going to make a mixed pesto of basil,
Oh.
which I don't think has ever been done in the history of mankind before.
Absolutely not. It'll be a first.
And we're going to find out what happens. But
I'm excited.
yeah, it's
You have to
good.
bring some in.
Yeah, I have 4 33-gallon garbage bags full of basil.
OMG.
That's a lot of
a
that's a
lot.
lot of pesto. But in a restaurant, you go through a lot. You know, that's probably 50 quarts of basil.
Wow.
Yeah, I bought
pesto. You mean 50
or
quarts
pesto.
of pesto?
Yeah, I bought 10 gallons of olive oil, 5 pounds of pine nuts.
Where are you making this? Are you making it in one of those giant?
No, I'm going to make it at home. Is it time to go?
Yeah.
All right. When we come back, let's talk Jillian Moore, co-owner of Mom's Micro Garden on Cairo Radio. It's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM. The history of mankind.
I like that.
We used to have a CSA down in Pike Place Market. Once a year, they put a list saying, you want some extra stuff.
Uh-huh.
Checks the box where it said
Basil.
basil.
Yeah.
Pound of basil. And so I go down to pick it up. She comes out with this bag about
Yeah.
and goes, here's half a pound. I went, oh.
Yeah, for sure. When I was just a young chef walking through the market, there was a lady named Pasqualina Verde who had the basils, the low stall basil stand. You know, it used to be all farmers where all the crafts are now. It was all farmers when I first moved here in 77. But Pasqualina only spoke Italian. She grew her basil in the Garlic Gulch there of the Kent Valley. And she would sell you a bunch of basil, but if you bought it, you had to buy a bunch of flat leaf parsley because she was a 50-50 person, or at least 66-33, a flat leaf parsley Italian. And that was her pesto with walnuts, not pine nuts. So she was an amazing lady.
So come on up here. Do you want?
Hello
Hi, Tom.
again.
How are you?
Nice to see you. Good. You guys didn't know you were going to be a bunch of rabbits today, did you?
Mm.
Close to it.
Oh, we got
Right.
cookies later.
Oh, yum.
They're so sweet.
These are. These
Got
are
red
nice.
sorrel?
Yes, it is. Chefs always like that, so I
stir
included
shell.
it. I'd like to showcase the one in the center, which is the cantaloupe green.
Oh man, those are good.
Aren't they good? Aren't they juicy? Did you know
Yeah.
a plant could be juicy?
Wow.
Really good. Sweet. Did you do
And I
Hannah's
love-
choice?
The nasturtiums are beautiful.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow. Yum.
Oh,
Spicy, yeah.
Mhm.
It's so complex.
I always say it wrong.
Idiopathic.
Idiopathic or chronic? Idiopathic.
Idiopathic.
Pulmonary fibrosis.
Yes.
And then just give me a little definition of what that what that does.
Hi, Tom.
Bridget, you look like you're a little rabbit right now.
I know. I love this stuff.
Yeah. What is this stuff, Bridget? Tell us.
We're having some delicious microgreens,
Uh-huh.
but they're some that we've seen, but some we've not seen.
No,
and
I
they're
just had a-
beautiful.
I just had a bite of one that tasted like a cantaloupe. We're going to welcome to the guest mic Jillian Moore, co-owner of Mom's Micro Garden.
Yes, thank you.
And that was a cantaloupe green.
It was.
A cantaloupe seed
Yeah, it's simply
sprout.
the first leaves of a cantaloupe.
Uh-huh.
The first 2 leaves that grow are the true leaves, and we harvest them after, about 10 days to 2 weeks, and we
Uh-huh.
get this beautifully sweet, juicy, nutrient-dense cantaloupe green that goes so beautifully on like seafood and fruit salads.
Yeah. It actually tastes like
You're-
cantaloupe. It has the same
Mhm.
perfume of
Yeah,
cantaloupe.
yeah. Some of them taste a little more cucumbery.
Uh-huh.
If you let them go a day
Ah,
longer,
the
they start
Kirkabit
to get a little
family.
cucumbery.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're surprising, are they not? Like just
Yeah.
yesterday, we distributed microgreens at the Clark County Food Bank. They had a farmer's market, and we were able to go down there with 2,000 clamshells and give them out to folks that are just in need of nutrient dense food.
Uh-huh.
And just to see the looks wash over their face when they eat something that is surprising, that is nutrient dense, that they want to eat.
Right.
And they can picture their kids eating or their elderly parent welcoming onto their plate.
Right.
Yeah.
They're fun.
How
They're kind of fun
nice.
to graze on and
Yeah. They're a
like an
legit
appetizer
snack.
plate. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Jillian, tell us about Mom's Micro Garden.
So we're a woman-owned small farm. We're in Sumner. We rent a 4,000-foot greenhouse on Dagodi Farms, which is like a hydroponic grower of
Uh-huh.
lettuce. I'm sure you're familiar with. So we rent a beautiful greenhouse and we cultivate microgreens in about 20 different varieties. We sell to a lot of fine dining. That's our bread and butter. But we're on a mission to make microgreens essential nutrition. We work heavily in hunger relief, so we do the two spectrums, and we're just trying to get more people to understand that these can be part of your daily diet. And they will, cantaloupe greens are great for beauty. They make your skin better. They give you collagen. They give you vitamin C. They give you things that you're probably spending a ton of money on elixirs or on additives. You can just grow them
And eat them. Yeah.
eat them.
Yeah.
And why are microgreens so nutritious?
Oh, I think it's the stage that we cut them in, right? Like as you plant them, the cells are all rapidly dividing, which means that they have extra antioxidants, which means that they have all of the nutrition of the full plant is already present in the first leaves of it. So like broccoli, kale microgreens, which are probably the most nutrient dense, maybe cabbage is also very nutrient dense. But you just eating an ounce of broccoli microgreens is equivalent to 2 full cups of cooked broccoli nutritionally.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it goes great on eggs. It goes great on sandwiches.
And is that the same if you wilt them, or do you have to eat them raw?
They
Raw.
lose a little bit once I do finish soups with them. I do finish hot things, pastas. Like I'll put pea vines in pasta quite often, but they're going to be at their height when they're fresh.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, like on these cantaloupe greens, that are the microgreens, I'll say, is that the same value as eating like the cantaloupe flesh?
Yeah,
Or are
it
you getting
changes
the
a little
whole
bit.
plant? Because in the cantaloupe flesh, you're just getting the flesh essentially.
Yeah.
You're not getting the green part, right?
Yes.
So this
Yes.
has the same value, but even more.
Yeah, it's like if you ate the rind and the vine,
Uh-huh.
all at once. Like
Delicious.
Without the spikes, the spiky bits from the Kirkabit family, right?
Yeah, my cousin runs a restaurant called The Neighborhood in West Seattle, and she even did a gin drink using cantaloupe greens. But she made a simple syrup out of the cantaloupe greens,
Uh-huh.
and then also garnished it, and it's a beautiful, sweet, unique drink. So I think that there's
That's amazing.
application for these all over. And in the 1980s, when microgreens were sort of developed and studied, they they called them food confetti, I think they called, and it was just to make plates beautiful.
Right.
And they're just worth so much more than that. They feel expensive to people, but that's only if you measure by the weight, as food traditionally is. If you measure by the nutrition, then they're very low cost.
Mhm.
And you can add them to basic foods like rice and beans, add microgreens, and you have a full spectrum, delicious nutrition that is familiar food for different cultures. But it's a little bit hard because
Oh, yeah.
nobody's grandmother was cooking with microgreens.
That's for
So
sure.
like,
True.
how
That's
do we
true.
get people to be like, oh, I just put this on whatever I'm already eating?
Mhm.
Right.
Well, like the tomato salad Tom talked about,
Yeah.
like everybody has tomato salads, but then imagine putting it-
Absolutely.
And
Heavy
Tom doesn't
pinch.
need this right now, but you do have basil microgreens.
We do.
And I think
which-
that sounds really fun.
And we work with senior facilities to try to get them to buy that basil and put it into their pasta sauces so that, again, it's not a new food for an elderly community, but it's a more nutrient dense
Uh-huh.
and
Mhm.
delicious version of what they're already eating.
So what was the impetus for this company, for Mom's Micro Garden? How did you hook up with these ladies and with the women?
Well,
own?
I work in wholesale produce. My husband and I own Cascadia Produce,
Okay.
which is a business that we sell to about 50 or 60 Washington food banks. And so I knew that there is a logistics complication to getting fresh food to people, especially people in rural areas, right? So
Nice.
microgreens can be grown with less soil, right? They can be grown with less water, and they can be transported in coolers to outlying areas. So you don't have to send a box truck. You don't have to have large scale refrigeration. I can put, microgreens in a cooler in my Honda and drive out to a reservation, and I can make sure people have nutrition that they did
Uh-huh.
not have access to previously.
Oh, nice.
And it's good and it's
Yeah.
respectful, and
Mhm.
it's like giving people something that they can be excited about, that they can teach their children. I also have kids that are in like sports, and they eat like dump trucks, and they, and I can't exactly change that, but guess what? I can get them to put pea vines on their pizza. I can
Right.
get them to put,
Put it on a
sorrel
sandwich.
on their stir fry. Like, I can get them to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's been great for me at home.
That's
And
amazing.
are there other moms like you involved in this, or is it
Yeah,
just you and your
Shauna
husband?
Perez is here today. She's my co-owner over there. She also has a pork farm, so she's farming, in all aspects of her life. But we have a crew of farmers that work at our beautiful warehouse. We also do produce boxes because we're trying to again get people to recognize microgreens as produce. So we put them with an assortment of weekly produce items, local or best of the wholesale, and we deliver those to people's porches or to markets near us where people pre-buy them. So we also do that. We're trying multiple ways to reach new communities with microgreens.
So how would we find you if we wanted to get some of your cilantro microgreens? How would I go
Ah.
about doing that?
Yeah, definitely go to our website, which is momsmicrogarden.com. We have a shopping site where you can figure out if we deliver to you. We also deliver through Smith Brothers. You can
Oh.
buy cantaloupe greens there. They
Oh,
just
no
started
kidding.
carrying cantaloupe and also beets, which are delicious, very sweet, wonderful, easy to go in anything. And a couple other varieties. So we sell at some farmers markets, although we don't. That's more for marketing purposes. I mean, microgreens should stay cold, so it's hard to take them into public spaces.
It's easy to taste people on them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The minute somebody tastes them, they are on board. But
That's
it's
true.
just getting people to interact with them.
Nice. I was wondering, have you had feedback? Say you go out to one of the reservations, you're out in Black Diamond.
Yeah.
Have you seen people again that took them, were skeptical, and then
Absolutely.
fun
That was
with-
just the experience yesterday. My partner was telling me, she was there, that we have done the Clark County Food Bank 2 times. So we did it last month. We brought 1,000. She introduced people to them, and it went okay. This time we bought 2,000, and there were lines. People were coming back. People were
Oh,
bringing their relatives.
great.
People were like, you got to try this. You have to try this new thing. So all it takes is, and everybody loves to be onto a new thing. I mean, I love it, right?
Mhm.
Everyone loves to be like, you are not going to believe what you're about to eat. And so I think it's exciting. It's a way to bond with people around you.
Yeah, you can't go to a grocery store produce department anymore without seeing a box or two of variety of microgreens. So
Yeah, but the cool
it's
thing about
becoming part of the
cantaloupe,
lexicon.
yeah,
Yeah.
the cantaloupe is harder to grow, which is great because it keeps people don't grow them at home as often. They can grow a lot of things like pea vines, very easy to grow at home. Broccoli, cabbage, they're a little bit more hardy. They're easier to grow at home. The cantaloupe needs, classical music and darkness and a little more tender loving care, which
Uh-huh.
I think is great. So it allows us to proliferate microgreens, but also sort of save the special one for our signature kind of
That's nice.
flagship offering.
That's
That's
nice.
so
And you're doing
great.
an event coming up soon, right? In
Yeah,
West
the
Seattle?
Taste of West Seattle, which is to benefit the West Seattle Food Bank. And it's
Oh.
kind of a perfect bite competition.
Oh.
So all these different chefs from different restaurants try to create one curated bite. I'm partnering with the pickled chef, Mahogany Williams. I don't know if you've met her. She's amazing.
What's your drink of choice?
She's doing a pickled cantaloupe paired with I believe a pork belly, and then with cantaloupe microgreens
Oh,
and
that
like
sounds
a
good.
spicy relish yogurt. So that will be our perfect bite. That's on the 25th in West Seattle, I believe at Fauntleroy Hall. And you can buy tickets. It's a Thursday evening. So you can eat a perfect bite from about 30 local restaurants.
That sounds
super
fun.
fun.
Love that.
That's great.
Yeah.
If you, Bridget, if you had to use microgreens in a recipe, what would you be doing?
Oh, I like them. I like the flavor, so I would probably add them to pasta at the last minute. A really high quality pasta, cooked and then tossed with a bit of either high quality extra virgin olive oil or some really good butter,
Uh-huh.
and then toss a big handful of those microgreens on. Boom, done.
Yeah. I'm
Just
a pea
that.
vine person. I love the
Mhm.
pea,
Really?
pea greens. Yeah.
Wow.
I know I like pea vines all the way up until they're too woody to eat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Personally, that's what I get in Chinatown. They often are. I order the pea vines and they're too woody, but these are perfect. This size that you bring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you mentioned you like onion, but not that really sharp onion taste.
Uh-huh.
Leek microgreens. You
Oh.
cannot beat them
Oh.
on a sandwich. They're like a mild
they're tiny
oniony
little-
flavor. And then the texture, it's kind of
Like
reedy.
a chive, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. And it
Oh.
really adds to a sandwich. My family makes like a roast beef, cream cheese, leek green sandwich that is so
To
good.
die for. That
Perfect.
sounds good.
Perfect.
Wow.
Somebody just handed me a
The leaf.
basket
Oh.
of leek greens, just like mini,
Oh,
tiny little chives
Yeah,
with a little. It looks like a flower, but it's really just the seed casing, right?
yeah. And
Yeah.
then fun fact, most microgreens will flower if you let them bolt. So which means edible flowers. I'm sure you've had edible nasturtiums,
Mhm.
but cilantro will flower. Any number of them will flower. So you can eat beautiful
Yum.
things.
All right.
yum.
Thank you so much. Check out Bex.
Check out momsmicrogarden.com.
Yes, please.
There we go.
Order from us. Email me if I can answer any questions at all.
Thank you.
All right. Up next, Pans.
So great.
No, let's see this. That's hour 2. Up next, pan-seared steaks on Cairo Radio. It's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
Yum. Those are delicious. Vitamin A. The cantaloupe greens are high in vitamin A.
Do we need vitamin A in our life? Think you look pretty. All right. Well, Sprouts got such a bad rap. Alfalfa sprouts from sandwiches.
That's unusual.
What does that mean? Caps.
General
Oh,
meaning we're assisting, meaning that all of our practices.
you're the bomb.
That's too many. They're going to go back to
Yeah. Who does? Mo Pop does? Crazy, man. All right. See you later. You too. Again.
God, I want all of them.
And Shauna from her farm, brought pork and lamb, and I put it in I'll show it to you later. I think she'll be a good guest for the future, but I don't know what you want to do with it, but
She brought
she
what?
brought pork and lamb, frozen pork and lamb from their farm.
Is there something we can get out now and try, or
Frozen, yeah.
well, we can still
Oh,
once you show me what it looks like.
okay.
Wow.
saw the lamb links? This is our project with. Hold on one second. I have to hold on 1 second.
Want to save it for radio
I should save the lamb links for you. I'm not prepared.
Okay.
Here.
and talk. What's your name, Shauna?
Shauna with Sasquatch Family Farms.
All right, we're just going to do this quick in the beginning of our steak segment so that we can talk about it because my steak
She's
segment
like-
was about cooking from frozen. So
Well, how perfect is that?
there we go.
This is a gift from the kids to you. Well,
kids?
bigger. It's grown bigger. It's a community of kids, so we support FFA and
Uh-huh.
teaching them how to farm, and that it can be a profession where you can make a living, and
Cool.
the business side of it. And so this is from the FFA lambs.
I've been
Wow.
buying from our FFA kid neighbors at the Prosser farm for years.
Oh, that's so sweet.
They're little pigs and lambs.
Uh-huh.
And,
They raise
FFA,
them?
Future Farmers, of America.
And we're pre-ordering. We're already getting close to selling out. So like
Wow.
definitely
have you sold all? Have they sold all their critters at the fair yet?
they sell them at the Puyallup Fair
Yeah.
at the Northwest Junior Livestock Show.
Okay, so hold on to this. This is fun.
Okay.
We might bump your paella and just do this.
No problem.
You're good with that, Shauna?
Whatever you say.
Awesome.
I'm
Do you want me to
grateful
go
be
get
here.
more of the products that she has?
Yeah, sure.
I didn't know you
We're
wanted.
just gonna
I
cook.
didn't know you wanted leaf fat. I have so much. We should chat. I would have put it in your thing.
You're a good marketer.
Well, I mean, the piggies make the most delicious when you eat nothing but cantaloupe, papayas, and pink pineapple from Cascadia Produce.
All right.
You're like a specially finished pig. I didn't know what you wanted. Oh, those are double cut pork chops. Now that is like a secret that we didn't know until we got into the hog world. I didn't know how delicious a double cut pork chop was, and then the butcher had to
Oh.
explain to me that it's the baby back rib and the pork chop.
Well, any pork chop could be that. It doesn't have to be double cut to be that. But it's really, in my opinion, the key is the breed of the pig, and then not overcooking. Right?
Right? Well, we raised Berkshire because we learned that there's a whole different palate out there.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Did they get the scraps?
Welcome
from-
back to the Hot Stove Society show on Cairo Radio. We were. Let's do that again.
Yeah, no
Don't-
clapping
don't
because it's
clap
either got
today.
to
No clapping.
big clapping or no clapping. Little clapping
it.
sounds really pathetic on the radio.
Yeah, it does.
I
Welcome
heard
back to the Hot Stove Society show on Cairo Radio. We have lots of fun things happening here today. We've had breakfast with a crepe. We've had, what did you think of Hannah's Choice melons in your fruit cup? Aren't they amazing? Yeah. So your fruit cup had that. You got a fried egg. We've had microgreens with cantaloupe greens and leek greens, sorrel greens. We've had
Nasturtium greens.
nasturtiums, brown butter, madeleines. When you come here to have a time on the show, you're coming for a time.
Mhm.
It's a
My darling.
taste treat.
And one of our guests I didn't even know was coming today. So we were going to put her on the radio and talk a little bit. We talked about pan-seared steaks in this segment, but I made them last night
Mhm.
for a steak salad
Yep.
right out of the freezer. It was the last second thing my daughter called over. She was on her own with the 3 kids and pulling her hair out. And I said, I'll bring you supper.
Aw.
And so literally I went to my freezer, got 1.25 inch thick rib steaks out of the freezer and put them in a hot cast iron pan and pan-seared them until they were done. They were 117 degrees in less than 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
But in that 30 minutes, I made pan-fried potatoes. I made a salad with cantaloupe and
Oh,
tomatoes
how
and
nice.
of Prosser Farm green beans and Prosser Farm radishes, Prosser Farm romaine. We had one of the rare times of the season where you have everything going at the same time. Eggplant,
Bounty.
tomatillos.
Mm.
I had everything in this salad. Of course, the kids didn't eat a bite of the salad. They ate the cantaloupe.
Yeah.
But they really ate the steak.
Mhm.
Really?
So,
Oh.
yeah. So we found out we have somebody in our audience today who runs a family farm called Sasquatch Family Farms at Hope Grows Here.
Yeah,
Is
the
that your
farm is
website?
SasquatchFamilyFarms.com. You got it. And
So
our
tell us
farm
why
is
you're
where
here.
Hope
You were
grows.
supporting the microgreen person.
Well, I am the microgreen person too.
Oh, so you're also.
I'm
And-
the co-owner. Jill and I both own Mom's Micro Garden together.
And Shauna, what's your last name?
Perez.
Okay,
Awesome.
good. All right. This is all news to me. Our producers snuck this one in on me.
I love impromptu squirrel.
Yeah, there
we
we
call
go.
them squirrel moments at our
So
house.
when I saw the meat that you brought today for us to taste, it was all frozen and it made me think about my steaks last night, cooking from frozen, which people freak out about, but it works no problem.
Beautifully.
And you know who first taught me that? Kenji Lopez Alt.
Oh, we did.
He's the first guy
okay.
who's kind of in his book of
Yep.
scientific book called The Food Lab.
Mhm.
It was talked about cooking from frozen and how it actually works and works beautifully.
What a time saver.
Yeah. Well, it opens up the window to opportunity when you
Yes.
think you've got nothing. You've got a frozen steak in the
I
freezer.
love
You've got
it.
a frozen pork loin, whatever it happens to be. So tell us about what you brought me because I'm already cooking from frozen some lamb sausages that you brought.
You're cooking some delicious lamb sausages from the Sumner High School FFA
Uh-huh.
and
So
What's
cool.
a FFA?
Future Farmers of America.
Woohoo.
And we're really committed. We're a farrow to harvest operation. So the only way you get to our farm is you're born on the farm. And the only way you leave the farm is you are headed to freezer camp.
Wow.
And we're really committed to making sure that every animal on our farm lives their very best life. And we want to share that with the students and teach them just how does a commercial operation work, a small scale family farm. Those smell delicious.
Yeah.
Love this
Look
sizzle.
at the sizzle.
Mhm.
So the kids raised we got involved and they picked out their ewes and they're eagerly anticipating baby lambs in October and they'll raise them till April and then they go to harvest. And I think for us, we're really committed to the animal welfare and there are very few harvest facilities that are animal welfare certified. And I think what was really heartwarming for us last spring was just seeing the big difference for the kids when you put your lamb that you've loved and named onto our trailer and it's going to be loved and cared for all the way to the processor and same way versus putting them on a big semi truck.
Right.
So it's really
I
cool.
see all the big semi trucks filled with dairy cattle heading to Pasco all day long at my farm because we're surrounded by dairy farms, and of course, when they're done with producing milk, what is it, 3 years or so for a commercial dairy farm? I don't know.
You're going to have to help me with that.
Yeah.
I'm not a cow
Anyway,
expert
then
yet.
the cattle go to the meat packing plant in Pasco, and so it's nice to hear that there's actually a humane way of doing that.
Yeah, they're loved every second. We're there the moment they're born, and I'm there the moment they go to freezer camp.
Lovely. And what else did you bring here?
We also brought you double cut pork chops, and those are a new family favorite, and they sell out every month. We pre-order them now that people have learned how much they love double cut pork chops. I don't think we'll ever go back, and they're a baby back rib and a pork chop all in one.
Exactly.
How would you cook that?
How would I cook that?
Uh-huh.
I wish Chef Terry was here. His favorite thing in the whole world was a double cut pork chop. Well, when she says it's got the baby back rib on it, when you have a pork loin, that's bone-in pork loin, on the back of that pork loin is the baby back rib rack. And so when you see a center cut pork loin that's got nothing but just the eye of the roast, that the baby back has been cut off of that, and you just get the eye of the roast, right?
Right.
Which is my least favorite cut of pork because I love a baby back rib. So when you're cooking like this, there's a couple of things going on here that make a big difference. One is the breed of the pig,
Oh, and we raise Berkshire,
right?
and we raise them because they're the hog to be raising. The flavor profile is just so.
and
different.
why is that? Because the
Well-
fat is really marbled through the pig, right?
And our pigs grow up eating from the day they're born. They get fresh fruit and veg every day, as much as they'd like, actually, because Cascadia Produce, kindly what they can't send out for hunger relief, comes down to the farm in truckloads.
Those
That's
pigs are
perfect.
happy.
Those pigs, I mean, they have gotten really fussy. They only like rose gold pineapple. And they get their every pig gets their bowl of fruit every morning.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's
so they
awesome.
Uncle Henry's chefs it up for them every morning, and they get it diced and it's all fancy.
So a double cut pork chop, going back to that, is really just the thickness of what you're cutting, right? We're used to seeing in the
Mhm.
grocery
And-
store
Yeah.
kind of a
About an
half
inch.
inch pork chop with maybe a sliver of bone on it, maybe not, right? Because they're putting it through a bandsaw.
Mhm.
So it doesn't really matter where the bone is in that scenario. When you're hand cutting, right?
You get
And
nice
so these are 2-inch thick. They look perfectly marbled. They also have the cap on them, which makes a huge difference. It's like prime rib, right? There's the outside cap of prime rib beef, and then there's the inside eye. The cap is where the flavor is, in my opinion. So you asked how I would cook this.
Mhm.
Low and slow
Mhm.
would be perfect. And I have to go
in
over
a
and turn,
pan or
Bridget,
on the
turn
grill.
those sausages for
Yeah.
me, would you please? Low and slow on the charcoal grill would be my preference.
Mhm.
And then when you get them to about 140 degrees, 35, 40, I move them right over the direct flame and get a char on the
Oh,
outside.
okay.
Because when you char something this thick too quickly, it's hard to get not
It
over
cooks.
char and dry out the outside of the
Mhm.
roast while the inside's still. And then for me, pork is 145. I know the health department says 165, but at my home, pork is 145.
Mhm.
Pull it off, let it rest on a cooling rack, like a cookie cooling rack
Mhm.
over a sheet pan, because you want air to move around that roast as it rests. And then this temperature will settle in that 148 to 150 spot
Mhm.
as it sits there. And then it's ready to go in 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
with a little like the peach.
Peach relish.
Mhm.
Yeah. Are you
Back
kidding
to the
me?
roasting with sauces that are fruity.
So they're fine, Bridget. You can just turn that pan off there. Yeah. So from Frozen, these are done now. We did this in in just the segment that we were sitting here. And then another trick is to let the residual heat of the pan, let them cool down in that heat, right? If they need to finish cooking.
Thanks for honoring us
You're
today.
looking at me like I'm crazy.
No, I mean, it's delicious. Thank
Yeah.
you. We feel so honored that you had us today.
Well, thanks for
Thanks.
bringing all the treats.
We hope you love them.
Can folks order? Can we
Yeah.
go on your website and order these double cut pork chops?
Absolutely. You can give me an email. You can go on the website. You can order them from the Southwest Washington Food Hub.
That's amazing. Okay.
You'll
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, it's our listeners, and so they can go to your website.
They can go to our website.
And your website is what again?
SasquatchFamilyFarms.com. And we porch box deliver all over the Pacific Northwest.
And so these are all the products that the kids raised.
The lambs are exclusively raised by high school kids for us.
That's amazing.
And the pork is our
Your
business.
family farm.
It's our
Got it.
family.
So when my neighbors, do I have time? When my neighbors send me a note about and a picture of their pig that they're taking to the fair, that they have to try and win a prize for first, and then you have to bid on the pig before it goes to the. It's
Freezer camp
only,
day.
yeah, freezer camp day. I can't even. I get outbid all the time on these animals.
Well, you can order direct from us and I will bring it. My kids will bring it to your door most likely.
I love it. All right, up next, Deborah Tuggle, owner and president of Bite Me Cookies, is going to join us for a minute on the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
Thank you, Shauna. That was great.
Are we doing a photo, Shauna? Doing a photo?
You want to get a photo up there?
I thought as long as you were here, Shauna, we might as well.
You'll just
Nobody in the audience wants to try this lamb sausage. Is that right? Okay.
we're going to get you to like pre-order the lamb.
Yeah, why not?
Cam, will you set this up for?
When my neighbor went to the fair with the prize pig that I wanted to buy, I had blah blah blah. I gave him $1,000. Like this is my bid. Go up to
So hokey
1,000.
right here.
It sold for $1,300.
Bought it?
Maybe if I was there, but
Hey, come in with me.
well, there you go.
Come in with me. Let's put them on a trailer. Thank you.
Why
Thank
not?
you. To the restaurant.
All right, I like it.
I know you guys left out.
You bet. trying to get me or not?
No, it's
Oh.
her. Sorry.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. I'm Tom,
I'm Deb. So nice to meet you.
and you also. Welcome.
Thank you.
You want some lamb sausage?
I'll wait
You'll
because
wait.
it'll end up in my teeth. I'm
You're on the
convinced of
radio.
that.
Well, I guess we're on the TV too, aren't we? So, Bridget, your paella is back on, by the way. Since I went ahead and did that. Okay, hour number 2. Let's get rolling.
Cookies are
Do
amazing.
you want me to say that or someone else say that? Okay, just play it by ear. Okay, great.
Wow.
You guys getting enough food today?
That sausage is very well blended. Nice mix.
Excited to try it.
All right, here we go. Hour number 2. You ready,
Yeah.
Cam? Yep. Hello, it's hour number 2 of the Hot Stove Society show on Cairo Radio. Thank you for joining us here today. You're probably driving or tilling or what? Jogging or what do you do when you listen to the show, Bex?
Oh, I'm usually cooking or cleaning or something like that.
Cooking or
Gardening.
cleaning?
I garden.
hmm
Cleaning the toilet, probably.
I like to organize things.
Yes,
We'll
you
have
do.
you come over to my
I'm
house.
Tom Douglas. Bridget Charters is here. Becky's in the producer chair. And Deborah Tuggle is in the hot seat right now.
Yes.
She's the owner and president of Bite Me Cookies, of which I just had a very large bite of. I'm not sure what flavor. It looks like it was going to be chocolate chip, but I'm not sure it is. Is it?
That is Belgium chocolate with walnuts.
Belgian chocolate with
Mhm.
walnuts. I think I
Oh.
got the walnut bite right away.
Beautiful.
Welcome to our show.
Thank you. It's lovely to be here. I'm super excited. Thanks.
Tell us about you.
My name is Deb Tuggle. Thank you again for the introduction. I started a cookie company called Friday's Cookies in 1999. I acquired the Bite Me brand in 2004, and now we are a small but mighty company that bakes between 14 to 17,000 cookies an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, we bake for
Wow.
grocery stores all over the country.
So you started out selling cookies on Fridays to pay for school.
I did.
And
I
look
was
at you
a
now.
student, yes,
Mhm.
and I paid for. I was a single parent, so that's how I went to school.
Good for you.
And when it was time to work in corporate America, and so I thought, what could I do? Like, what could I do for myself to make money? And it kept going back to this whole cookie thing. So I started a company called Friday's Cookies.
Mhm.
Yes.
And when you and I were talking,
Yes.
it's not just about the business. You're about
Right.
people. So can you talk about
Absolutely.
your philosophy?
Absolutely. I believe that I've built this business not just with cookies, but with people. And we believe in hiring people in the community, promoting within, and a lot of refugees have worked for us. One of the stories I'm most proud of is that we had a girl named Radhika come to work for us, and she spoke not one word of English. And 14 years later, she left to work for the school district. So
Oh.
that's what it's all about for us. It's how do we empower the community? And
That's
how do we
amazing.
make the best cookies one cookie at a time? I mean, like really, and it goes hand in hand.
Well, let's get serious about that right now.
All
because
right.
What makes a great cookie in your mind?
Not
Thank
over
you.
baking and the best ingredients.
Not over baking. So I'm
Best
halfway
cleaner
there
thing.
with you. I
Mhm.
don't mind an overbaked cookie because I love the brown. What do you call the brown when
The
Maillard
Maillard
the
reaction.
Maillard reaction? I love that flavor profile. But I understand totally that people love a really soft, gooey cookie. Yeah.
People do tend to like cookies that are crispy on the edge and soft in the middle.
Yeah.
And we have perfected that, as well as, again, it goes back to the ingredients. And for us, they're local as possible, and they're always clean and natural.
That's
Uh-huh.
As
amazing.
well, that all of our products are kosher as well.
Are they organic?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
But you
we do
use real
some of-
butter,
Oh,
and then
absolutely.
you've got some very vibrant, beautiful cookies. What do you use for coloring?
Plant-based.
Nice.
So everything, all colorant is natural as well. So it's all plant-based.
Oh, fun.
Yes.
Fun. And are you still on the hilltop?
No, but I used to be. I was raised on the hilltop. So I was so proud to start my business there. But now we manufacture out of Lakewood, Washington.
Out of where?
Lakewood.
Lakewood. Oh, yeah. I went to Bellarmine.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
grew up in Tacoma.
right. Absolutely. Right down the street.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's amazing.
And where can people find your cookies?
Well, we do a lot of private label work. We do a lot of the Bite Me brand as well, and we co-pack. Locally, you can find our product at PCC, the Met Market
I've seen it.
stores, Harbor Greens, some at Safeway Albertsons, Fred Meyer. So grocery stores of that nature.
I see them at PCC, but I bet your
Yeah.
first account was probably Met Market in Tacoma, huh?
Not our first account,
Oh.
but they've always
the
been
grocery, I
they've
mean.
been a partner for us. Yes.
That's great.
So you
They're
have
beautiful.
Bite Me cookies. Tom has a Rub with Love spice blend line. Do you ever get funny phone calls?
Yes, we do. As a matter of fact, because we answer the phone, bite me, can we? And people say stuff like, bite me back. Do you really want to bite me? I think our new tagline that we're working on, because we're trying to really be hip and cool, is bite me. I know you want to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we get some interesting phone calls for the Rub with Love brand ourselves. You would think that we were a massage parlor, but we're a spicy massage. I'll say that.
There you go. When we do food, go to food accounts or either events, large events in different parts of the country, you have on a name tag that says "Bite Me." And we're walking around from booth to booth. And people always say, "What is Bite Me? What do you do?" And
Yeah.
I've come up with some really good answers for
Exactly.
that. But
That's
it's fun and it's
awesome.
catchy and it's great.
You know, people always ask me if I still eat our coconut cream pie. We've been on the menu for 35 years and it's on all of our restaurant menus. And I do still try it every time I'm in for supper at one of our joints, just for quality purposes. I don't eat the whole piece.
Absolutely.
You're a cookie maven. Tell us about your favorite cookie and do you still eat cookies?
Yeah, exactly.
So my favorite cookie changes all
Does
the
it? With
time.
The season, I hope.
It
Yeah.
changes all the
Yeah.
time. Gosh, right now it's probably our triple ginger. It's pretty amazing.
Oh,
Is it a
Gosh.
snap or is it a softie?
It's a snap.
It's a snap.
Yeah, it's a
That's-
snap. And it's pretty amazing because it has crystallized gingered, candied gingered. I mean, it's really a warm, beautiful cookie. And I do eat cookies everywhere I go.
Uh-huh.
So I'm always tasting every product that I can find on the market. Excuse me. And there's some great, great cookies on the market. I mean, and I love that. I think there's enough room for everybody. So, and I enjoy tasting cookies from all over the country and all over the world, actually.
These triple ginger are so much better than the ones in that box that you got at Halloween time. Remember those? For years and years, the ginger snap that you would
Oh,
get.
yes.
Yeah.
Mother's Old Fashioned, I think,
I
was
don't
the
know.
brand. Something.
They're
Yes.
in the
terrible.
bag, yeah.
I think I shouldn't say they're terrible. They're a style. My mother loved them.
Yeah.
But I like this a whole lot better.
Oh,
They're
thank
nice.
you.
Yeah.
We finished that with just a bit of sea salt on top
Mhm.
or flake salt. It's just really nice.
Yeah, and I like the little chew from the candied
Yep.
ginger in there. And that's,
Absolutely.
it's a lovely touch. You also brought us some shortbread today, and
You know,
this is something I have a really hard time resisting: iced shortbread cookies.
Really?
Yes.
the
What
Bite
the
Me
heck?
brand was known as the Flour Power Cookie Company from when it was started in 95. They evolved and did this whole wheat shortbread that's done very well for us over the years. But I have to tell you, just recently, we've kind of taken a step back to go back to the traditional shortbread, and it is gaining just superpower. I mean, the stores are saying, yes, yes, yes. Let's put the whole wheat to the side, or let's order a few whole wheat, but we want to do all this new line of your regular traditional shortbread,
Uh-huh.
which has been fantastic.
So are those the ones that we buy at the Met Market? The lemon and they're kind of a thick shortbread in the little I'm seeing.
So we do sell a lemon to our markets. It's private label, so I don't kiss and tell.
Oh,
But can
that
we
is.
spill the beans on who came up with the Met Market chocolate chip cookie?
I don't kiss and tell, but I will say that I am very proud of most proud of a Belgium, 2 different types of Belgium chocolate cookie with walnuts that is
Mhm.
served warm. I'm very proud of that product.
Good job.
Delicious.
Is there, like I said earlier, is it on the season? Is there a seasonality to cookies for you in your mind? Like, what what
Sure.
would you be eating right now?
Well,
'Cause-
our shortbread is sold all year round, and we're getting ready for fall. So we're doing our pumpkin spice Russian tea cakes. We do cranberry cardamom coming up soon. I mean, the season does change, and so do the flavor styles. Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
That's great. And did Tom ask you what your favorite?
Yes,
Cookie
he
was?
did. It's right now the triple ginger. But again, next month it'll be something
No,
different.
this is the season.
It
And the-
just changes all the time.
How many different cookie recipes do you have?
We have a lot. We were just told by our salesperson that we have 60 SKUs just at one distributor here locally. And I thought, wow, do we have that many SKUs? But we do. We probably have over 100 SKUs that we produce.
And SKUs are what
Uh,
the industry calls an item on the shelf.
Right, absolutely.
Anything that's
different
different, yeah.
cookies,
Right.
100.
Bex, what is your favorite cookie?
Well, I have to be careful because I have an egg allergy, but the
Yes.
shortbread with the beautiful thick frosting on there
Yes.
is always a winner.
Yes.
And
What
do you
was-
make it gluten-free?
We do. I actually own a brand called Seattle Shortbread, which is gluten free, that is sold here as well.
Oh, very good.
Yeah,
Bridget, what is your favorite cookie?
I-
Not of this today. I'm talking about in general. A go-to cookie for you.
Oatmeal. Crispy, brown, kind of thin oatmeal cookie. And I love it. I love putting pieces of whole ginger in there.
absolutely.
And ginger, so it's nice
Mhm.
and crispy. That's if I'm gonna bake cookies, like cookie comes into my head, bang, that's what we make.
Mm.
I love a good trashy. You know I do. I love a good trashy Dares, like maple cream filled. You know Dares. I think they're a local brand, aren't they?
I don't know that if they're local or not, but I am familiar
But you
with
know the trashy
cookie.
cookies I'm talking
Mhm.
about. It's just
No,
And
what?
that's-
I don't know.
I've
you know me. I like things trashy a little bit. I mean, these are lovely, and I would buy these triple ginger in a heartbeat. But if somebody were to say like, if you were in a drawer full of not these cookies, right? We don't often have this kind of deliciousness around at our farm. We have trash, like the vanilla.
You
Oreos.
mean like Twinkies and homos?
No,
and
that's
stuff?
not a cookie.
That's
not-
trashy. It's kind
That's
of
not a cookie.
And-
I'm talking about thin Oreos or the
Mhm.
vanilla Oreos.
Oh,
Or
okay.
I love a sugar wafer with the bad fake cream in the middle because they're crunchy and sweet at the
Those
same time.
taffy cookies from Nabisco.
What are they?
They're taffy where it's the shortbread and then it's filled with the fake cream.
Yeah, those. Mother's is another brand that the trashy
Right.
cookie.
And if
Yeah.
people want to find you, how do they do that?
Well, they can definitely find us online. We do sell product online, but I would probably look at your local grocery
Okay.
store and look for the Bite Me brand. Yeah, absolutely.
And they're everywhere. I've seen your product everywhere.
Yeah.
So if
You
you're
know, I'm
making
blessed.
14,000 cookies an hour, you got to be everywhere.
I feel blessed every day. And we also co-pack for other companies as well.
Mhm.
So we're busy and blessed at the
Awesome.
same time.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks so much for joining us today.
Absolutely. This
That's
has been
awesome.
fun. Thank
Good
you
for
so
you,
much.
Deborah
Mom.
Tuggle,
That's
owner
awesome.
and president of Bite Me Cookies. Go check them out in your local grocery store. It's worth that trip.
Mhm.
On
Probably-
Cairo Radio, it's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
Thank you. We're running a little over. That's why.
Did you try one of our brown butter madeleines? Are they pretty good? The problem with these is you have to eat them right out of the oven. Yeah. Deborah.
That's great.
we're not doing pan-seared steak.
That was the pan-seared steak segment. So
No.
we're staying in order. So now we'll do paella.
Oh, that was the pan-seared.
No. That was
That was
cookies.
cookies.
And seared was before that. The Sasquatch meat. Wow, it's time. I'm starving to death around here. We've had nothing to eat so far today.
Liar.
Good stuff.
I'm Tom Douglas.
And I'm Bridget Charters.
You're in the Hot Stove Kitchens with Bex at the producer chair. And what are we doing next, Bex?
We're doing paella because Bridget, this is something that she does a lot. I just went to a Labor Day party, a birthday party, and a paella guy came with the big paellas, and it was so good, and he did such a good job. And I was thinking I wanted to get back into it. So
Did you do
who
the one
better-
over the open fire pit and all that kind of
no,
thing?
it was I think it was a gas burner,
Oh, gas
One
burner.
of the
but it was
burners,
beautiful.
which worked great.
It worked great. Lots of sauerkraut in there, but you can tell us about that. So
Yeah.
Bridget,
All right, paella time. We do this class here at the Hot Stove maybe once a month, once every other month, and it's often done in our corporate gigs. They often request the paella.
Do the
class.
events, yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about it. Tell people why I'm so terrible at it, and don't act so happy about it.
No, you're just not patient enough. But I know that you like to drink delicious wines. So that's the beauty of paella is it's very social. And as you're cooking these things, you can't rush it. And you're a little bit impatient. You got to just like,
Well, I can't deny it. Which is funny because other areas, like my idea of a good day off is sitting down in front of my barbecue and watching a duck turn on the spit for 5 hours and sipping whiskey. So I do have patience in me. For some reason, I get nervous, impatient about the paella because the sauerkraut, which is in my mind what I love about paella,
right.
I always burn it.
Well, because I watched you on a grill class that we did over at the warehouse post-COVID, and man, like I dehydrated as I was standing near that grill. It was so hot, and there were so many coals. But it was a cool concept. Like, don't be afraid of that fire. But with paella, you got to use your coals and let them cook way down. So it's like you're going to make s'mores. That's the level you want your coals at.
If you're doing this on your barbecue.
You're doing it on the barbecue. Yeah. You want it just nice and low and slow. And Becky was talking about it because she had gone to this barbecue. And what a great idea, because the beauty about it, and Becky's got her whole entertaining shtick, is that
No kidding.
Yeah. is that you can prep everything in advance. It can be ready to go, and it can just be slow cooking. So literally all your tapas can be made, the salad can be made, the plates are ready to go outside. You've got wine chilling or on the table. Everything's outside ready to go, and your guests arrive. And guess what? You get to hang out and talk to them because you're not rushing around trying to get stuff done.
Okay, let's start at the beginning real quick.
Sure.
So let's do it. I think most people are going to do it on a home stove.
Or on their grill outside.
I think most people are going to do it on the home stove. So
Okay.
do we have to have a paella pan?
No, you do not. You just need
What?
You can use like a 12-inch saute.
Absolutely.
Okay.
A 12 or a 14-inch saute. So the size matters. So if it's just two of you, I would use a 10-inch saute pan and
Okay.
make sure it's stainless steel. No nonstick.
No
no
cast iron.
nonstick.
No. Cast iron would work.
Cast iron works.
Cast
okay.
iron would work great. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the thing is that you want that kind of medium high heat when you start to cook your sofrito.
Okay.
Which for the paella, just like in Louisiana cooking or in French cooking, it's that
Puerto Rican cooking.
that combination of vegetables. So the Spaniards, as they moved across the world, the sofrito went with them, and that sofrito is onions, peppers, and you see it throughout the Caribbean, and so it starts to caramelize. They add their nice spices. The Spanish is the paprika, but it's been smoked. Either the picante, so if you like it a little spicy.
You do both, sweet and
Well,
spicy.
I mean, it's redundant, but yeah,
Yeah.
because they're both identical, but one is from spicier
Okay.
chilies, the paprika chilies. That's the same family. And then they also use saffron. And so when you're buying Spanish saffron, they always sell it in smaller quantities because you don't want it to dry out. You want it to retain its nice flavor. And they sell them in little tubes or in little cork jars. Those are the two primary flavors. Now, if you're following the Valenciana rules about paella, they say no garlic in a paella. I like to add
They also say no chorizo, right?
no pork products in a paella. So for the classic,
I just use bacon fat. Does that count?
sure, bacon fat will work. A little smoky. It goes with the pimenton.
As you're
So-
building this, will you do it Northwest style since we have a bounty of things coming in?
Easy peasy. So for the Valencia, it's either land or it's sea.
And also the rice. What's the trick with the rice?
So if you're buying the rice here in the Pacific Northwest, hit the store and they'll usually have either a paella rice. Usually the Matiz brand is what I largely see, or there's a couple of other Spanish brands. So either bomba rice or paella rice. Both are kind of one and the same. They're similar to the Italians with their arborio or their carnaroli rice. The higher quality one is the bomba rice for paella, but it's kind of deceiving. So the dish, guys, is all about the rice, just like a risotto. Okay, so if you're doing a Northwest version, you're going to use fish stock and you're going to use all of the beautiful seafood that we have here in the Pacific Northwest. So you could use mussels, clams, if you want to
Spot
add
prawns.
oysters, spot prawns, salmon.
Okay, you've lost me now. So let's go back to our sofrito.
Okay, you got the sofrito.
You've got the tomatoes. Now we've added our spice, and are we
We've added
adding
our spices.
Are we adding our
added the rice.
Yeah, the stamen, the saffron.
Saffron.
Have we added that at this point?
Correct. You get that,
So then we
flavored
add
up.
the rice and saute that a little bit.
and you want the flavor of all those goodies in the pan into the rice before you
Add your stock.
deglaze with a little bit of wine and add your stock.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. And so then do you stir it like pie, like a risotto?
So at that point, the minute you're adding your liquids, you give it one stir and you stop. You do not stir
See, I
again.
struggle with this
Mhm.
right here. This is a problem for me.
And so you're just kind of on the giant paellas, you can't shake the pan to kind of settle that rice. So you just have to let it be. And that's when the socarrat starts to develop. But
Okay.
you've smelt burnt toast before, right?
Of course.
Or a soup that's burning in the pot or
Of
a
course.
bechamel that's burning. That's
Usually when you're cooking.
correct. So you smell that same smell. And so you've got to back the heat off. You want a little bit of that kind of torching.
And we're not
happening.
stirring.
Can't stir.
Okay.
And then
So-
as the rice cooks, you're just very gradually adding stock in
Okay.
to kind of keep
And do you
up
shake
with
the
the
pan
rice.
at all?
I just jiggle the pan
Jiggle
a
the
little
pan.
bit and let everything settle in.
Okay.
And the point at which that rice feels like it's starting to cook, I'll start to add in my seafood, and I add in the thicker.
So how much time is left? Are we talking 10 minutes left?
Yeah,
before
like 10,
before it's
12
done?
minutes, something
Okay.
like that.
All right.
Put my clams in, my mussels, because the minute you start to add that cold seafood, the temperature's going to drop. It's got to climb back up. The rice is going to continue to cook. So you don't want it swimming because you got to keep up. You got to balance between the moisture and the rice.
And don't forget, a lot of juice comes out of the clams and mussels and whatever.
you don't want it mushy.
Yeah.
Right. And then
Okay. So now,
you're got two more
what
minutes.
if I put my spatula into the pan at the center of the pan? Am I going to feel the saccharot on the bottom
it'll
of the pan?
start to stick.
You'll feel like, well, this is getting crusty on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
That's what the saccharot is, the
yeah.
crust.
Yeah, and you're starting to get that crust. So then you're adding in, oh man, okay, this rice is getting close. You're tasting it. And then those last few minutes, you're putting your seafood on.
Shrimp, lemon wedges.
Some parsley, some
Uh-huh.
branches of rosemary, and you're letting
Okay,
that.
so now I see you put a layer of foil on top. You turn the fire off, put a layer of foil
I
on
just
top.
set it on top for a sec to just capture some of the heat so the top of that seafood cooks.
Okay. And then
You don't want to overload the pan. Don't go
that I do
nuts.
every time.
You just because then the rice gets mushy. And
Use
again,
a bigger pan if you need to, but
Correct.
don't overload the pan.
Right. And the rice should be no more than 2 inches in depth.
Ooh, that's a lot. That's higher than I thought you were going to say.
2 inches is down to the middle of your finger there.
Yeah.
It's not very deep.
Okay.
Plus, once you add those clams in,
Okay, let's finish it. So the
You taste
favorite paella I ever had was in Barcelona. The other was at Olives in Charlestown,
Oh, what's it?
Boston.
Todd English's
Todd
place.
English's place. And he did a little olive oil, a lot of
Mm.
olive oil on
On
top
top?
to finish. And he kind of had a little bit of a mayonnaise type of sauce,
Mm.
like an aioli type thing over
Yep.
the top. It was ridiculous.
Was it seafood?
I don't remember. It was so darn good.
Ah, nice.
But don't be afraid. I think the point is.
But don't overload. Be
Yeah.
conservative, right? And then once you get that socarrat, that's what all the Spaniards go after. So
Yeah.
thinner is better. Don't overload, and let that bottom, like you say, be brave. Let
Yeah.
that bottom cook a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Enjoy the paella.
Yeah. God darn it. I'm going to get there one of these days. I think I would have better luck on a charcoal grill because that's where I am at my happy place
Just let it cook
than
down.
on a kitchen burner.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's my happy place.
And then you can sit and sip whiskey or sherry
Yeah. Or whiskey.
or sherry.
We're going to steam things up when we come back here on the Hot Stove Society show using a bamboo steamer on Cairo Radio. It's 97.3 FM.
Here's the one from the other day. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, that looks good.
Do you want me to read the listener story or do you want to talk about Terry's?
So did they do half the pan was seafood and the other half was
No. Vegan one.
What's
kinda
the listener
everything in
story?
the pan?
Um,
but
the listener
rice
story is
comes
just
up.
about-
once it's done cooking the rice. So it's when you're first starting, it's less than an inch of dry rice, but then it cooks up.
Once I announce this, we can't go back. Once I announce this, we can't go back.
Right. So do you want to wait till next week?
No, that's too late. But I'm just saying,
So we got to get,
you got to get people.
yeah. And how it was 30 something like that.
Yeah.
It sold out last year. Yeah.
Let's do the listener story and this, because the French combo.
Okay.
I might do if it winds up, I might do bamboo. And we're back here in the kitchen on Cairo Radio. It's Tom Douglas,
And I'm Bridget Charters.
Bex.
Yes.
You're awfully quiet. We are going to have our second annual Chef Terry, the Chef in the Chapeau luncheon,
Birthday.
radio
celebration.
luncheon, birthday celebration
Aw.
on the 25th, I believe,
Mhm.
of September,
At 11:30, right after the show.
right after the show, 11:30.
Oh.
And this one is important for me personally because it raises money for what killed him, essentially, which is idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, IPF. is what-
IPF.
There's still no cure for it, even though we raised a bunch of money last year.
Mhm. But they're doing research. That's where this money's going.
Yeah, we want to make sure that the attention stays on the subject a bit
Mhm.
because we miss Terry terribly every day.
Mhm.
And I can't think of anyone who could have handled his situation with more aplomb than what Terry did.
Yeah.
You barely knew he was sick, even though he was on an oxygen machine and all sorts of things.
Still
He'd
singing and
walk around
dancing.
town, singing and
Mhm.
dancing. And so we're going to do our luncheon again
Nice.
to raise money. So it's $100.
Mhm.
All $100 goes to the IPF Research Fund at the American Lung Association.
Mhm.
And we are hoping to get 30 people to join us for lunch that day, the 25th, 11:30. So if you're downtown in the office, just come on down.
Yeah. Come
Just
first.
take your hour lunch with us. If you're at home or in the garden, take a break, come down, spend $100. Again, 100% of the money goes to IPF, Idiopathic Pulmonary Fibrosis Foundation, at the American Lung Association. So we'll have a little
Very
Frenchy
nice.
lunch,
Yep.
3 courses. We'll-
Classic.
you know, we have Terry up on his overlooking our show every week. It's our 25th anniversary year.
Mhm.
and it's on the 25th of September.
It's perfect.
So if you want more information, how do we get it to them?
Just go to hotstovesociety.com. Annie will get it on the website.
I'm not sure if it's on there yet
Nope,
or
not
not.
yet, but it will be
Not
by the
yet.
time it
Maybe
runs.
this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be super fun. And it's the second time in that week that I'll be able to cook French.
Oh,
Terry always cringed when I cook French.
that's right. And you'll be cooking for.
I'll be out of town. I
Mus-
could come help you, Tom, but I'm out of
Oh.
town.
And
So
Tell us
we're-
about your French cooking at Neb.
Oh, that's Jacques Pepin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be, even though Neb is an Italian restaurant, we're having the Jacques Pepin event there on the 24th.
Fourth.
24th. So come have lunch with us with Chef Terry, our spiritual leader here at the Hot Stove Society radio show.
Nice. We should do a big cutout like Julia and have Terry here.
Well, we did Julia's birthday a couple of weeks back, and I thought about combining Terry with Julia, but then when I put his cardboard cutout up next to her,
She's towering.
it wasn't a fair fight.
Yeah.
Was Terry 5'3" or 5'4"?
What about the poster with the chef and the chapeau and the
Yeah.
Vitamix and strategically placed?
Oh,
that
nailed it,
ad.
Terry.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly. So
Fun little one. This is tonight's salad niçoise, and heard the discussion about the macaron class. Share my origin story.
oh, I thought for sure he was going to chastise me for saying niçoise.
No, so
Because it isn't, is it?
it's niçoise. He
I thought
said
it was
Loretta.
niçoise.
No, it's niçoise because it's a salad, la salade. It's feminine. So the
Ah,
niçoise. And he wrote us a nice note a while back.
okay.
So he set us straight.
Okay, good.
Okay, so
Oh,
we know that
very
for sure
good.
now.
These are
Yeah.
important
Niçoise.
distinctions.
He's our Francophile now that Terry's not here. So
ESC.
So the story I was told at my mother's knee is that the confection we now know as the macaron was invented at the Mason Adam Patisserie in Saint-Jean-de-Luz for the marriage of King Louis XIV to Marie Therese of Spain in 1660. The marriage was arranged to formally ally Spain and France against England, our lifelong adversary. At the time, Saint-Jean-de-Luz was attractive because it was close to the border with Spain, had good transportation infrastructure, and was already an elegant little city that was made wealthy by the corsairs Louis hired to pester British sailing ships. In those days, a royal marriage was a huge event, years in the preparation. It would establish the social and economic standing for decades. The little confection that Mason Adam invented for the wedding was a huge success and eventually followed the king's court back to Paris, where it was embraced and adapted by the Macaron sisters. I'll probably get a correction on how to say that too,
Yeah, she
but that's
probably will
okay.
be.
Who added their own twist to it, which is the traditional Parisian macaron that we know today. Almost 500 years later, Mason Adam is still in the original storefront making the same confections. There's a whole bunch of other
I thought he
histories.
was elected president of France.
That's Macron. Missing one vowel. There's a whole bunch of stories, but that's his truth of the origin. So thank you, Peter, for sharing.
Huh. Have you
Nice.
had the macarons around Paris?
Yes,
I
I
have.
have.
Yes. You have a
They're
favorite?
everywhere now. I like the vanilla.
No, I'm talking about bakery.
No. There's the Pierre Hermes, but now they're like at the airport. They're all over
Oh,
the
so
place.
is the other famous one.
Fauchot.
No.
We have a local one here, Lady Yum.
Lady Yums makes
That's
beautiful
I
macarons.
I
here,
can't eat
so-
them anymore because they're egg whites. But back in the day,
Back in the
back
day.
in the day, yes.
Well, and
What's wrong with all the
Bakery
beautiful
Nouveau.
packaging? No, the beautiful packaging in Paris. That they're all over the place now. Not one of us is coming up with the name.
It's
I've
not.
eaten there 100 times.
Mhm.
But Hermès is, if you're going to walk the streets of Paris looking for the best macaron, I would start at Hermès.
Yeah, Pierre
It's
Hermes.
such a beautiful shop,
It's a
and it's
jewel
just,
box.
Yeah, your jaw drops when you walk in the door.
Well, and we went in and they were like perfectly crisp. There
Uh-huh.
was no mushiness to them.
And you taught classes, right, Bridget?
Yeah, we teach classes and usually do them around the holidays. We'll have a macaron class for
Yeah.
gifts.
Uh-huh.
It's fun to do.
And you put the
I
N on
think-
it, macaron or macaron?
Macaron. Macaron.
I don't know. What do I know? I took French in high school. What do I know?
Same. You and me both.
Let's talk bamboo steamers for a minute.
That's all you, Tom.
It's all me
Yeah, because
I
Bridget's
love them.
paella, and she's not much of a steamer.
So you would guess that the bamboo steamer was the most important part about cooking with a bamboo steamer.
It looks
And
like
you
it's
would
not.
guess wrong.
Okay, why is that?
Just because when you're cooking with a steamer, you're infusing whatever in the steamer with whatever liquid you're steaming over, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in my mind, in cooking with a bamboo steamer, you get the vanilla from the bamboo,
Mhm.
kind of like you get in wine. You from the oak barrel, you get a little toasty oak vanilla. When you're steaming with bamboo, just over plain water, you'll pick up a little bit of the bamboo vanilla
Mm.
in your aroma. But what really changes the game is when you have a beautiful aromatic steam.
Mm.
So I use a wok because I want 3 or 4 inches of water underneath. And then into that water, depending on where I'm headed with my final dinner, it's typically, for me, Asian. But so into that water, I would put some peel of oranges, maybe a smashed garlic clove, a pod or two of star anise,
Mm.
um,
Ginger?
ginger coin. There's always a knob of ginger left in the bottom of the refrigerator.
Fresh herbs?
Not you don't know
No.
because they're going to cook and steam off, and you're not really going to get it. You don't need anything much more than what I just said.
Got it.
Sometimes a little sake or Chardonnay or whatever it is that you have in the fridge, vermouth to cook with, but not too much.
But again, you said it dictates what you're cooking. So what do you normally steam, like fish or?
So for me, if I'm making steamed salmon,
uh-huh.
I generally will do like a ginger fried rice, some veggies, stir fried veggies from the garden, and then the steamed fish. And when I steam in my bamboo steamer, I am making my sauce at the same time as I'm steaming.
Because it's reducing in the pan.
No,
Oh,
no. The stuff in the pan is throwaway when you're done. You're getting that fresh aromatic. And the steam is what's cooking the fish. So that aromatic steam is infusing into the fish, right?
Yep.
You really taste it on something like halibut, but you can also taste it on salmon and things like that. But
black cod or something.
yeah, just something, yes.
Neutral.
So the goal for me is I get a well-sided plate. So a plate that has a little bit of an edge to it because I want to make my sauce and my fish at the same time. So you have to have a 1/2 inch side to your plate, right? I put my 2 fillets on there, put it in my steamer. My steamer has to be big enough to leave at least a 1/2 inch around the edge of the plate for the steam to come up and
For
do
circulation.
its job, right?
And do you put the fish right on the bamboo?
Did you just hear what I said?
No.
I have a plate with a 1/2 inch rim around it.
Oh.
So I'm putting my 2 pieces of fish on the
in
plate
the steamer.
that's going to fit into my steamer with a 1/2 inch around the edge.
Copy that.
So onto the fish, I'm putting a big pat of butter,
Mhm.
sprinkling a little of my cherry blossom soy sauce, which is the bomb if you've never had it.
Mm.
I'm putting some slivers of ginger. So I've got butter, soy, ginger, and now I'm going to put my corresponding wine. If I use sake in the steam, I'm going to put my sake couple of
on the plate.
an
with the
ounces or
fish.
2 on the plate with the fish.
Ah.
Now I put that whole plate into the steamer. I steam right there on the plate. What happens is that the juice from the fish mixes with the soy and the garlic and the sake, and now I have a sauce. So on to my crispy ginger fried rice, my stir fried vegetables. I put my 2 pieces or 1 piece for each person of salmon, and then I use my little pan juices, my plate juices, to pour over my salmon and my rice,
Got it.
and it's the bomb.
Sounds amazing.
And so
how long does that take?
15 minutes.
Delicious.
15 minutes and you're done. So you want your fish to be about 118 to 125 degrees, depending on how well you like
With
it
a
done.
thermometer, poke it in there.
And that's
Delicate and lovely. Sounds
And
wonderful.
A large bamboo steamer typically comes with 3 layers. So I'll put possibly my bok choy in 1 layer and my fish in the other layer.
Mhm.
But a large bamboo steamer is
Plenty.
$25.
Yeah. Yep.
And you can keep, if you treat them right, you can keep them for years.
Don't burn them. Don't let the liquid run
It happens.
out.
It happens. But the good news is they're cheap.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can go from there.
So it's
So
not
that to
just for
me
dim
is-
sum.
Yeah, it's not just for dim sum. It's bamboo steaming, and it's a fun
Mm-hmm.
thing to have in your repertoire in your very own kitchen.
That's a
Love
good
it.
idea.
Don't
Huh?
you
Thank
think?
you.
And
Yeah.
they look beautiful on the shelf.
They do.
Yes, they do. All right, up next, it's Rub with Love, Food for Thought, Tasty Trivia. To wrap up our show on Cairo Radio, it's 97.3 FM.
All right.
Okay.
Who is it?
We're here to make Tom look good.
I like it more. That's a lot of work.
Dan, yeah.
You have time to confer before you put the answer.
Oh, okay.
It's really important.
You have to talk right into the mic like this. And
Let's
she'll
give it a
start
little
with Bridget,
practice.
so you'll see how it goes.
You just come right up close. You can tip it
Yeah,
down a
Tip
little
the
bit.
mic down low. Cam, can you?
There we go.
That might be.
Just
There we
lean
go.
in and. Oh, you know.
And Paul and Laura, where are you visiting from?
Mercer Island.
Yay.
You have to take a ferry to get to Mercer Island.
Oh, stop it.
The 550 or the 554, Tom.
Are you in the north or south side?
Middle.
Middle.
Nice.
All my friends that live on Mercer Island are all very wealthy. So thank you for putting up with us today. That's
Mhm.
paupers.
That's where Trina and I grew up, but we did not.
That all makes sense now.
Has it?
Yeah.
I paid for school.
Welcome back to the Hot Stove
Yeah,
Society
here
Show.
we
Time
are.
to wrap things up with our Food for Thought Tasty Trivia Challenge. I'm Tom Douglas,
And
the
I'm Bridget Charters.
future winner.
Oh, no way, man.
No way.
I don't know. We've been getting hammered
I
by
know,
Becky
believe me.
lately. Becky and Jim.
Oh, our trivia, our group today has the good news is that they are sated,
Mm-hmm.
and that their brains are going to be so fused together with cookies and sausage and crepes
Are you a little
Pesto.
nervous that we've got two against you?
and all the things that we've had today that they're probably not going to be able to think
Okay. Well, we've got
straight.
Paul and Laura. We'll see how they look
From
pretty.
Mercer Island,
from
you know,
They look pretty
Mercer
ready to
Island.
go.
What was the number? 550 and what?
554.
554. Okay. Do you take the express? Does Mercer have the express line?
Those are pretty expressy.
Yeah.
Used to be the 236 for us going to Bellevue.
Don't you have your own stop
Are
on
we
the light
talking
rail
about
now?
buses? What are we talking about?
Yeah. Maybe in 2026, if we're lucky.
I drive that bridge and I see them redoing that whole rail line again because they put the wrong something in, right?
Concrete.
Yeah.
something.
Unbelievable. Okay, Becky, how do we play this game and who's going to win?
Well, we've got Paul and Laura visiting. They actually have submitted some submissions before for contests. So
Good.
They're- yeah,
Oh, so they're,
they're-
going to snowball
they've been
us?
listening. They've been
All right.
listening. Each of you will get 5 questions, and the winner will take either you will take a stroll through the gift shop to get a 3-pack of spice blends, or they'll pick the winner.
Or you can just take an extra box of microgreens home because we've done that today
And
too.
cookies.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Bridget, we're going to start with you.
All right.
What's the term for tiny ice crystals that form when food is improperly stored or refrozen?
I don't know if there's a scientific term. I call it frost.
Freezer burn.
Oh.
Okay.
They get frosty. Okay.
I would argue that that's the crystal. Freezer burn is the end up is what happens
The
when the
final
ice,
product.
Yeah.
Tiny ice crystals. So you're going to give it to her for frost?
Well, I would say sure, why not? Because freezer burn happens after it gets frosty.
Right. Okay, Bridget, you got it. Good job.
Thank you, Tom.
I'm not used to being nice to her.
Remember that. True or false? A couscousier and a Moroccan tagine are different names for the same cooking vessel.
Incorrect. A couscousier is like a steamer that Tom likes, and the tagine is a flat pan that has a conical lid.
Good
And
job.
typically, the tagine is terracotta and the couscousier is copper, traditionally.
Nice work.
Yeah.
Number 3, what natural ingredient often gives cheddar cheese its signature orange color?
Annatto. The
Annatto.
seed, yeah.
Yes, from the achiote tree. Okay, number 4, why do rice cookers include a specially Sean, can you redo that, please? Why do rice cookers include a special measuring cup? I just learned this.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I have no idea because I have never worked with a rice cooker. I won't even use them here. I use a pot.
Really?
Tom, do you know the answer?
Because you're too stupid to because
No.
Properly
I
measure
don't
the
mean
water.
you, I mean me, because I'm too stupid to measure.
The water, right?
Well, I just use a cup, whatever size cup. I use the same cup amount of water.
Well, that's brilliant. But you know how the stuff's on the side? I've noticed they're smaller because their internal water level markings are calibrated to the Eastern rice cup, which is 180 milliliters, where the Western standard cup is a heftier 240 milliliters.
Oh, I have.
I didn't know there was an Eastern and Western.
Was that a Jim question?
No, I saw it on YouTube or something. It was a
Oh,
fun
okay.
fact, and I went down a rabbit hole and I loved it.
So, and it's 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of liquid.
Typically for basmati, for me, it's 1 cup to 1 cup.
Oh, interesting.
When I cook like a short grain stickier rice, like
Mhm.
Cal Rose or something, I tend to go just a little bit more because I like it. I want that stickiness.
Are you a rice cooker or just stovetop?
Rice cooker.
Okay.
Stovetop.
Yeah, so easy.
So easy.
All right. Final question. What's the name of the French dessert made of choux pastry filled with a mousseline cream and shaped like a wheel, inspired by a bike race that's been taking place in France since 1891?
I believe it's Gâteau Saint Honoré.
No, it's
No.
Oh, wait a
it's-
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a
It's
minute.
the Paris Brest.
Paris
the
Brest.
Paris Brest,
Yes.
Of all people to miss that.
No, I
question.
know. The minute she said it, I had it, and then it was gone.
Yeah.
It's cool. It looks like a bicycle wheel.
Yeah, with the little
It's a good thing you're going to Turkey
profiteroles
and
on
not
top.
France. Is all I'm saying.
Whatever.
You might get thrown out.
All right. 3 out of 5, Bridget.
And 1 was a gimme. We'll give you 1, Tom, too.
We'll see.
We'll see if we need it. Paul and Laura,
Mulligan.
you ready?
We're ready.
I don't
Okay.
know. Those were hard questions.
Well, she has a special way of helping.
Good.
Just keep an eye on her. Is my only clue for that.
Just
I'll
watch
keep my
her
head
face.
straight.
Watch
Yeah.
her face.
Which country is credited with inventing gelato?
Italy. Italy.
Italy it is. Good job.
Really?
I'm starting easy.
Okay.
Johnny jump ups are the cute little colorful edible flowers related to pansies. True or false? Johnny jump ups are edible, but their larger pansy petals are toxic to humans. Is that true or false?
True.
That's false. They're all edible.
Even the leaves, huh?
The petal.
The petal.
I don't know about the leaves.
Oh.
Do you ever use them in restaurants?
Only when they grow in the cracks of my sidewalk.
Make them pretty. Number
You know what I
3.
do use them in is a tomato water martini. Remember we talked
Yes,
about
you talked
that
about
last
that.
week?
Yes,
Yeah.
a little. I had to look up what Johnny jump ups were.
Yeah.
That's what inspired this question.
Yeah. There you go.
I had to see what color they were. Number 3. What French pastry names translates to 1,000 leaves?
My pronunciation will be terrible.
That's okay.
Mille-fois.
Good job. Millefeuille, also known as a
Millefeuille.
Napoleon. Good job.
Yeah, nice work.
So they're foodies. They're
Yeah,
foodies,
that's
Tom.
good.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 4. What's the essential legume that adds a signature crunch to a traditional Kung Pao chicken dish? A Chinese Kung Pao
Ooh,
chicken
it's
dish.
a little bit of a trick question here. Don't mess up.
Vegetable.
Look, no, she said
A
legume.
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 There's a famous roaster here in the Northwest called CB Nuts, even though it's a legume.
Major hint.
Stumped. I don't know.
Jimmy Carter.
Oh, peanuts.
Peanuts it is, with the help from your team
Thanks.
over here.
Thank
Nice
you,
work.
Bridget.
Good job. Final question. If your meat forms a pellicle when air frying, Cam and Sean, can you please help me out with that? Final question. If your meat forms a pellicle when air drying uncovered in the fridge, is that a good or a bad
Yes.
thing?
Good.
It's a good thing. And why, Tom?
No idea. Why is that good, Bridget? Go ahead.
Flavor sticks
No,
to it.
talk to the mic.
Your flavor sticks to the pellicle.
That's exactly right. Good job. Okay,
Ooh.
4 out of 5.
Feels a little unfair to me. When they get that one, that's a tough one.
Okay, Tom, number 1. Are you ready?
I don't know.
I'll help
Okay.
you out, Tom. One
Yeah.
mulligan.
That's nice.
One mulligan.
What's the name of the technique that gives ice cream, gelato, and sorbet their smooth and scoopable texture? The technique.
The technique. Spinning.
Technique.
Churning.
Churning?
Churning.
Churning. Oh,
Spinning's-
spinning.
yeah.
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 Spinning ice
We're,
cream.
we're being really nice today.
we'll let him have that.
All right. He doesn't like that. Help. Look at that
I don't
face.
need your stinking charity.
Okay, number 2. True or false? Allspice is a blend of spices that includes cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves.
False.
That's false. Why?
That's false. That's such a
Rookie question.
rookie question. Yeah, because allspice is a spice.
You got it. Good job. Number 3.
I believe it's related to black peppercorns.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yep. What is the essential ingredient in the Italian tonnato sauce?
Tuna.
Tuna it is.
That's
Yes.
Tom's favorite.
It's not my favorite.
You talk about it all the time.
Well, if you're staying in Piemonte, it's on every menu.
It's true.
That and crudo.
It's slathered on
know.
everything.
It's tuna and anchovies and lemon and all that
And
stuff.
mayo.
I don't know
Mayo,
about the
yeah.
anchovies, but certainly tuna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Number 4. Togarashi, the zippy Japanese spice blend whose name translates to chili pepper, often includes what unexpected citrusy ingredient?
Yuzu, or it also has nori typically in it, little chopped dried seaweed, sesame seeds, the chilies.
Yuzu
And
pea,
I have
you got it.
a version of it in my Rub with Love line called Spicy Tokyo Rub.
Oh, I gave you
Thanks for sharing.
Thanks for the plug, Becky.
Final question. What is the name of the thin membrane that separates the 2 lobes of foie gras and must be carefully removed before cooking?
Ooh, that is a hard question.
I wouldn't have a clue what it is, and nor do I feel like it needs to be removed. There's a vein that I take out.
You got it.
That's
5 out of
The
5.
vein?
Yeah, the vein it is.
I wouldn't call a vein a membrane. Membrane
It's a-
is kind of like that little
Oh.
shiny, like the pellicle almost.
Yeah, you wouldn't call a thin membrane a vein.
I wouldn't. Obviously, you
Veining.
did. and-
I
Veining.
did.
You're
I
the
did. And
boss
you
of
won.
in the
Yes.
membrane.
And you win.
Well, how about that?
Do you feel better, Tom?
I don't. If you want to be part of our show, you can join the community on YouTube Live. Thank you both, by the way. You're welcome to. You're excused from your duties, losers.
You're going to pick them as the winner, aren't you?
Yes, of course. You are my choice to get a free run through the gift shop. Your choice of any spice rub in the gift shop. If you want to be part of the show, you can join the community on YouTube Live at Tom Douglas & Co. or buy a ticket and join us here in the studio at hotstovesociety.com. The show is produced by Becky Guzak. Our technical wizard today is Cameron Thomas, and our talented editor at Cairo is Sean.
Don't call me Del Torre.
There you go. If you have missed any episode of our Hot Stove Society show on Cairo, please just pick us up at your favorite podcast app or on
Thank-
your favorite podcast
Yeah,
app.
thanks for listening and enjoy these last few days of summer.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Drew, can we have quiet in the kitchen, please?
Aloha, Drew.
Aloha, Drew.
He's smiling.
Look
You
at that
see
smile.
his teeth.
Yeah.
You see his teeth there.
Do you have a voice left after singing all this time? You're all right. Drew's been on tour in Hawaii.
Woohoo.
Was it so funny to see Eric in the audience?
Oh, fun.
Yeah, exactly. Hi, I'm Chef Tom Douglas.
And I'm Chef Bridget Charters.
Today on the Hot Stove Society radio show, Jillian Moore of Mom's Micro Gardens shares the big impact of tiny greens. Pan-seared steak takes center stage with, well, let's get rid
No,
of
we
that
got to
one.
get that out.
Yeah.
We get the pork.
Pan-seared steak and pork take center stage. Deborah Tuggle is here of Bite Me Cookies, going to share the bold spirit behind her sweet empire. And it's Bridget and Tom this week on Cairo Radio. It's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
All right. Thanks, guys. Come on. We're going to